All right, so this next problem had to do with factoring. They wanted you to factor. So the last problems that we just worked on, we were multiplying. Now they want you to go backwards and tell them what two polynomials were multiplied together to get this. So remember I taught you this big X. Anybody remember what goes up there?
Negative 42.
I mean, how do you get that?
A times
Good. A times
C.
A times C. Good. What goes down here? B. And then on this side, anybody remember what these two have to equal?
A.
Good. And what do these two have to equal?
C.
Very good. Okay, so if you can remember that little picture, diagram, whatever you want to call it, we should be good. Alright, so now let's do it for this problem. You can see the black chair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so on the top you guys told me is A times C. What does A equal for this problem? What's A?
X.
It's invisible, right? A is the number in front of X squared. What is B? Nope. Gotcha. -1. Good. Don't forget the minus sign. And what is C?
-42.
Very good. So A times C would be 1 times -42, which is 1 times -42.
Negative 42.
-42. And B equals
1.
-1, right? Okay, so now we have to find two numbers that will multiply and give us -42, but they also have to add up to -1. So think of the numbers that, the factors of 42. You got 1 and 42. One of them has to be negative, right? Because it's -42. So you got 1 and 42. Let's flip those around. What else goes into 42? 2 and 21. Somebody said 7. Do 42 divided by 7. If you only remember one factor, just divide it and you'll find the other one.
Oh, 6.
Okay, so 7 times 6. We're looking for something that will give us -1. So what I would do when I get to this point and say, oh, okay, maybe this would give me -1 because they're kind of close together. So when you add them, maybe they'll give you -1. Do any of these give you -1 when you add them?
Yes.
Which one?
-7.
Good. -7 times 6 gives you -42, and -7 plus 6 gives you -1. Make sense? I like to put the bigger number over here. It doesn't matter though. Okay? So those two numbers go here and here. Right? So now, that's the easy part. Should be the easy part. Now it gets a little trickier. We have to find two numbers that equal 6. So let's write down our multiples of 6. We got 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Anything else going to 6?
3 and 1. I mean, what?
Is there anything else? We need factors of 6. It's okay.
Wait, I was looking confused.
And now over here, what's the factors of -7? That's easy,
1 times -7.
right? Or -7, right? Okay. So now we have to pick two numbers that. Let's do it this way first. I think people see it better when I do it this way. Look at these two. These two have to equal A. What is A again?
1.
So this is really
6.
easy.
Wait, oh, wait.
So these two numbers have to multiply to give you 1. What are the only two answers? 1 and 1. If they have to give you 1, they have to be 1 and 1, right? Nothing else is going to multiply to give you 1. So now what has to go here to give you 6? What has to go right here? What number?
6.
Good. And now what is this? 6 times this is supposed to give you -42. So what's supposed to go here? -7. And it checks out because 1 times -7 equals -7. ¿Sí? ¿Comprendas? Bien. Okay, so now, these are your 4 numbers that you're going to use for your answers. These 4 numbers right here. You gotta know what order to go in. You start in the top left corner, top left. So you got a 1. So that means it's gonna be, you set up your parentheses. That means it's gonna be 1x. I'm gonna erase the 1 later, because I don't write 1s. Minus 7, you go across. Then you go down. You got another 1, so 1x. And then you go back across. Positive 6, very good, so plus 6. And then I would erase the 1s. If you leave the 1s, it's not mathematically wrong, but in America we don't write 1s. So that's your answer. X minus 7 times x plus 6. Okay, you can stop it.